Welcome. This is just a tiny tarot today. And it feels like there's some... I already got one card, which is the Queen of Cups. And interestingly, I was guided to collect this little flower thing. And there's like a little water kind of thing that I put it into. I don't know if you saw that. And this hairband thingy I found close to my house, and I think a friend of mine dropped it. I don't know which one. But so this is something about the Queen of Cups and returning something to someone who lost something with you. Maybe it's about some energy that you try to work through, but it's actually not your own. So it's a bit, kind of, it doesn't work to work through the energy that someone else has and that you feel, So maybe it's something about this. And the Queen of Cups, interestingly, she has some little flowers as well next to her in the water. So there's something here about emotions and letting them flow. And also returning something to someone that this person lost. So let's find out more details about this. What is it which someone has lost? Like, what about that? Okay. We have strength. The 9 of Wands. So it feels like this other person is not in their strength. They haven't something is blocking them. And you think it's your problem. But it's not. It's not your problem. What should you do about the situation? Like, how should you act in relationship to that other person whose energy you find hard to keep your inner strength while it's around you? What should you do about that? The Fool. The Fool. Don't think about it. Don't try to solve it. Be a fool. Just be yourself. And be honest. Not only with the other person, but also with yourself. Don't think too much about what will happen, what kind of results you will get with this. It's not about results. This is about you expressing what you need in every moment and standing up for that. Give us some more details. There's one. It's upside down. It's the 4 of Cups, which is kind of abundancy, kind of feel has to it. And maybe it says just like, you already have what you need. You are abundant. Give back that thing that is not yours. You don't need it. Like, even if you think, like, maybe you think that there's something in it for you to keep that thing that isn't yours, Maybe you're like, oh, I can use this you know. Maybe you don't even think that somebody lost it. And you're just like, oh, what can I do with this? I could use it to burn back my hair. But actually you already have one of those. It's a different one, you know, but what's the point? Tell me more about... Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. Tell me more about what you think is in it for you, and it starts to rain. It starts to rain, and it's getting a lot darker. So now we are on the roof. Maybe we really have to buckle up for this one. Oh shit. Okay. So tell me more about what it is that you think you gain by keeping this thing from another person, this energy, or this... Maybe it's even a real object, you know, because we have a real object right here. Why do you want this object? This energy from another person? The Knight of Cups. It's kind of like you want to win their love by keeping it, you know, or by giving it back to them. Maybe you wanted them to lose it so you can give it back to them and you be the hero. But you somehow think you will be loved because of this. Maybe you wait for the right moment to give it back, you know, when it will have the most impact. But it can't be that it is something you really need. It's not. It's an illusion. And if you want to give this present to someone so badly, then the other person will be shielded, because this is like a very intense energy, you know. So he wants this to give this to him, but he's like, what the fuck, dude? Wow. As a shield from the other person. Maybe you hope to break down the shield with this object. Maybe you hope it moves something in them. But it won't. This is not how the shield breaks down. It's not that kind of shield. But you really want the shield to go down. You feel like there is not a real connection. And it feels to me like the weather, now it's going better again. You see, now it's sun. No more wind. And a little bit of wind. Okay, wind, you're back. I see. But there's something here. The weather is very intense about this one. Like this action of fighting for this shield to be taken down is not working for you. It's like push and pull, you know. If you want the other person to open, you have to go back one step so they can come one step towards you. You know, it's like a dance. And if you really want them to let their guard down, you have to stop wanting it. You have to step into your feminine. But then what to do with all the masculine energy? there's this very masculine trying to fix, trying to cook. The Ace of Cups. Where the masculine has nothing to do with feelings. Feelings. You should put your masculine into something else. Get a project. Do something. Work on a goal where you can really put your brain to work. Because this is nothing that you have to put effort into. This is something where you have to calm down and radiate your own happiness, and then you attract what you want to attract. So it's time to focus on your own shit. Is that something that resonates with the spirit? We have 8 of Pentacles and the Chariot. Masculine energy can be used to nourish your own well-being. By focusing on what you need. Instead of needing the other person to do that, you can do this yourself. You can be really strong. And the Chariot, he is just sitting there. He doesn't strive for anything. He sits on this Chariot and he just gets where he wants to go, and he's like meditating, he's not active. He's just calm. He holds something sacred and he's calm. And then life gets him where he wants to go. He doesn't have to put effort into it. But then what does it have to do with the masculine energy? Masculine energy can be used for the growth. You can use the masculine energy to get this holy thing, the Holy Grail. It is. And the question is, what is your Holy Grail? What is it that you hold that is really powerful, and how can you hold it for everyone to see? Because he is really not secretive about this Holy Grail. He is all out there. He's like, this is what I offer to the world. How can you show what you have to offer? Maybe this is your project, to make it visible to the world. And you don't have to just tell everybody about it and be very very obsessive about it. You can just put it somewhere, maybe you have a website or just a place where people can go, but you don't have to make them go there. That's the whole point. He is chilling, right? He puts it out there, and then he just waits. He doesn't have to actively get people to look at this, because the people want to look at it. He just sits there and chills with his big Holy Grail and tends to everything that he needs. And then the people get attracted. Yeah, it's time to get out of your I don't know what it's called in English, snail house. Snails have houses. Get out of there. Whoa, this one flied right out. Ooh, the 10 of Swords. Yeah, you were so scared to get out there. Oh shit. You are having doubts. Lot of doubts. That sucks. Because there's something really valuable you have, but you can't see it. You want the other person to see it, so they can tell you. You're looking for their attention. You need their attention. And their, like, love, but not love, but more like appreciation for what you do. You don't feel so secure about it. You're more like, is this really good? You know, and you need someone, especially someone that you have in mind to tell you, yeah, this is good, do this, you know. But you can't rely on that. What if the person changes their mind? Doesn't change anything about how valuable this is. Doesn't change anything at all. But if you rely on their judgment instead of your own, you're kind of trapped. You really are kind of trapped there. So what can we do to release this self-doubt? This also has something to do with the masculine energy, because the masculine energy wields all these swords. They are fucking sharp. They hurt you. So let's see. This doubtful. How can you use this energy, this doubt, this questioning of your worth? How can you use it to get something positive from it? Like, how can you use it productively? Maybe that's a good question. My headset says, yeah, for your project. Your project. If you actively work on your project, you won't have any doubts. You will just do it. And while you do it, it's harder to think so much. But as long as you are waiting, thinking about how am I going to do it, am I not going to do it, that's when you get the doubt. So just start and just do it. Think about what you can lose, and if there's nothing to lose, go. You know, at least you have something to do. There's nothing to lose. It feels to me like that. Maybe there are some thoughts that want to tell you differently. But what is there to lose? Nothing. Okay. So you just, instead of asking the other person for approval, you approve yourself. And if you think you can do it better, you can do it better. You know, you can work on yourself. You can work on what you're outputting. It's not like you can put your fire and your passion into it until you are satisfied. And then you are satisfied. You know you did a good job. And if someone doesn't vibe with it, they don't vibe with it. But it doesn't really matter, because you know you did your best. You know? You didn't just try, you did it. You didn't just try. You know you did it. You know, that's the thing. It excites you, makes you feel alive. That's your thing. And it's a big change for you. You focus in completely the different direction, because before you were focusing into the outside world, and now you're focusing into the inside world. You know, you're not focusing anymore on what do they think about me and how does it look. You're focusing on what does feel good to me, because ultimately you can't change how people will react to it. Some people will like it, some people won't like it, you know. But as long as you are happy about it, it's worth doing. So, no more time to waste. Get your project started, mate.